Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatley Tones Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video and I hope you're all doing well. Now in today's video I just want to bang on a bit about the Mind Games Super Deluxe Box Set, the big cube that's got everything in it, all loads and loads of bits and bobs and all the vinyl and the CDs and the Blu-rays and all that sort of great stuff. I think that there has been either a genuine mistake made by Universal Music or it's an attempt to rip off British fans, because the price, now we know that this is a a premium item for collectors with a huge price on it. Now in America, if you go to the John Lennon US store, the price of the Super Deluxe Box Set is $1,350. But if you go to the UK John Lennon store, the price is £1,350. It's the same amount of pounds as it is in dollars. Now, we all know that it's, today's exchange rate, the pound is worth more than the dollar. And this basically means that we are paying around £288 more in the UK than our American counterparts, our American fans are paying for in America, and that is not fair. If you take $1,350, which they're paying in America, and convert that into sterling, the sterling equivalent price of $1,350 is £1,062, a difference of £288, which is huge, a huge differential there. Now, I don't know whether this is a genuine mistake or this is, another case of, us Brits being the poor relations, again, and being charged more than our American counterparts, which, as I say, is not fair. Just to put that in perspective for American viewers, if you were paying the dollar equivalent of what we are paying in the UK, the price in US dollars would be $1,715. So that is the difference. That's a difference of almost $400. This is bothering me. So I contacted Sean Lennon on Twitter or Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it these days, and I appreciate Sean taking time out of his day to speak to a muppet like me. And there was a few things that that he said. He seems like a really nice, genuine guy, and willing to help. So he said that he would ask Universal Music whether this was correct or not, because he was quite clear to say, and this is something that I knew anyway, is that he doesn't determine what the price of this item is. The John Lennon estate works for Universal Music. It's not the other way around, and so he has nothing to do with the price. The price point that is set by Universal Music, and there is a clear differential here between what we are paying in the UK and what our American fans are paying for in America, and I think this needs to be addressed. I've also contacted Universal Music to ask them this question. I haven't had a response yet. But I just wanted to talk about this package in general, because I've seen like quite a lot of negative comments about the package, not not so much on my channel, but on other channels. I've also, I've done a couple of live streams with other YouTubers, chatting about this and seeing comments and stuff like that. And I think that people are very, very quick to blame the artist when a price, when it's such a huge price tag, and that is not fair, because as I say, the artist doesn't set the prices. So Sean is solely responsible for putting together this package. In other words, curating it, deciding what goes into the package, etc. This what he has done. He has said that he was inspired by what Danny Harrison did with the All Things Must Pass Uber Deluxe Box Set, which did very well. And he wanted to create something lovely for one of John Lennon's albums, and this was the next one that's come after the Uber box. So it's kind of inspired by that, and I think that he's done a great job with this. Now I totally get that. There are items that are included in this box that are nice to haves. They're not essential, but they're nice. They're nice to haves, and they're there really for for collectors who have got nothing better to spend their money on. Unfortunately, that is not me. I'm retired now, so I've got to watch my pennies. So I can't really stretch to this, but I wanted to bring this price differential to both your attention and also the attention of Universal Music as well, to see whether this is a genuine mistake and the price should be reduced to reflect the true price, so that British fans are paying the same as American fans, which is exactly how it should be. But as I say, I think that he's created, a really nice package. But really nice packages come at a really big price, and that is a fact of life that we have to accept. But for me personally, I'd much rather items like this were put out there, and that it gives the fans the chance to say yes please, or no thank you very much, I don't need that. And either answer is fine. Either answer is fine. I think there's it's got loads of great stuff include the artwork. The cube is just fantastic. It is genius, the way that it all fits together. If you've seen the video of how the 9 items that are included in the Super Deluxe box all stack together, and the cube designed by Yoko, wraps around it, and the perspex lid and everything. I think it's it's absolutely beautiful. I would love it, but unfortunately I can't stretch to it. But I'm wondering whether if the price point is wrong, and Universal Music then reduce the price to the price that it should be for buyers in the UK, does that open this up to more people? Is £288 off enough to kind of put you in the game to think, actually, I can stretch to that, or I would really like this? And so it's an interesting one. So we're going to see what happens. Now, as I say, I did have a conversation with Sean. I say he seems a really nice, genuine guy that is willing to sort of take time out and talk. And I said to him, while I have your ear, is there any way I can persuade you to come on my channel and do an interview with me? Because I'd love to talk to him about this whole legacy project, you know, that was started by Yoko in the 80s, and we got, you know, some fantastic stuff thanks to Yoko. You know, like the John Lennon live in New York City, Menlove Avenue, and then in the 90s, the absolutely amazing Lennon anthology box. And this is all music that, you know, we would never have heard. And, you know, as I say, you know, when this was announced, I've seen comments that have been, you know, posted saying, oh, so much for the working class hero, and, you know, things like, oh, imagine no possessions, which is obviously a misconception of the conception of imagining no possessions. It doesn't mean that you go and give away all your possessions and have nothing. He's just saying, imagine what it would be like if you didn't have these possessions to fight over. And you know, so you know, I don't like the fact that that the Lennon estate is being blamed for putting this out. I'm glad that it's out there, and you know, people have got the choice, you know, to either buy it or not buying it. And for anyone that is buying it, I'm genuinely happy for you that you are able to afford it. And for the YouTubers that are getting it, I look forward to your unboxing of, you know, of it. And you know, and I just think that anyone that is, you know, is going out to get this, you know, don't regret a thing, and just, you know, just love the hell out of it, you know, when you get it. But the, you know, the essential part of this whole you know, package, Mind Games package, is the music. And as far as I'm concerned, the Ultimate Mixes collection are have been the benchmark against which all album-based expanded box sets should be judged, because they have been superb. Paul Hicks has done a marvellous job with the remixing of Imagine and Plastic Ono Band. We've heard the Mind Games EP, which sounded absolutely fantastic, so I have absolutely no doubt that the remix of the Mind Games album will be fantastic. All these different new mixes that we're getting to hear, you know, all music that we never thought that we would ever hear. This sort of stuff was the, you know, the domain of the bootleggers in the past, and now we can just go and buy it, which is great. You know, you don't need to buy the Super Deluxe Box Set to get all the music. All the music is contained in the Deluxe Box Set, and if you don't need all of that, you know, there's the 2 LP, the 2 CD version, and you can stream the whole thing, you know, for free on Spotify. And you know, so this music is being made available in many different formats. You know, you don't have to buy this. And I don't like the idea of the, you know, of the artist being blamed, because we want this series to continue to, you know, its ultimate thing, and, you know, ultimate conclusion. And that's you know, I kind of wanted to ask Sean about, you know, where, you know, how he decided which you know, which artifacts and stuff got included in the box, how he curated it in that way, and what the future is for the Ultimate Mixes collection, and whether there's the slightest chance that we may get sometime in New York City as an Ultimate Mix eventually. That would be fantastic as well. And you know, he you know, he did respond to me. And I'll tell you what he said, because I said, well, I've got your ear, you know, would you come on and do an interview? And he said, I really appreciate you asking me on, but I'm not really doing stuff like that right now. I've had such a busy year with the Oscars and preparing the Mind Games release. I'm trying to focus on other things this summer. I did do the BBC 6 interview, and to be honest, I was pretty much forced to do that. but even that interview I was trying to avoid. And then this is nice. He said, you seem very cool and you seem very cool and sincere. So when I'm up to speaking, I'll let you know. I just need to focus on other things right now. Thank you. So a very, very polite and sincere response. I really hope that he does decide that he would like to talk to me, because I think it could be a great interview, and we can, when we know that he's coming on, we can I can do a community tab and ask you guys, if there's any questions that you want me to put to Sean. That would be a great way of involving you guys in it, in it as well. And let's hope that he comes up trumps, because I'm sure it'll be a fascinating thing. So you don't want to miss out on that. So please like and subscribe and all those great things, so you don't miss out on that if it is to happen. I think that the things that have been included, like I say, some are essential, some are just nice to have. I like that there's a comedy element to it, with all the utopian the stuff, the ID card and the utopian plaque with the grey seal on it, which is literally a grey seal that John drew, picture of a grey seal. And but there's the box. The box is just a fantastic construction designed by Yoko. If you've seen the video of how all the 9 pieces of the set fit into it, that is a work of art on its own. Absolutely fantastic. And it did occur to me that when when you've got your box, there are things in the box that you're probably going to look at more than others, or would be for me if I was getting it. I'd be playing the CDs and all the vinyl and the Zoetrope and the hologrammed EP and reading the book and all that sort of stuff. But you probably need to keep the video that the Lennon camp put out that shows how it all sort of stacks together. I should never get it all to fit in again, and the flaps come up and close and the perspex lid and all the rest of it. So that would be something to bear in mind if you are getting this. But fantastic stuff. But it's difficult to put a price on a piece of Yoko's artwork and a piece of John's artwork that's been included in it. Things like the maps you may not be looking at too often, or the I-Ching coins and the fishes and all that sort of stuff. But as I say, I'm glad that it's out there. There was one other discrepancy that's bothering me a little bit, and that is the Mind Games equivalent of the Thames and Hudson book, the big book, not the one that's included in the deluxe box set, but the standalone book that has been available to pre-order on Amazon for months now. I pre-ordered mine when it first came out, first was announced. But on Amazon it says it's a 288 page book. On the John Lennon website it says it's 350 pages. Now I don't know whether it's that means that if you get the Super Deluxe box set, you're getting a different book with it, an expanded book. I think probably not. I think that's maybe another mistake. I don't know whether it's which is true, whether it's a 350 page book as John Lennon website says, or 288 page as Amazon says. So we'll leave that to be something to be discovered, but hopefully the books are the same. So my question to you guys is, if you are in the UK now, you know how this thing works. There are 1,100 of these Super Deluxe box sets worldwide, and that means that a certain amount of of box sets gets allocated to each country or each market. We know already that the US stock has already been sold out in less than 2 days, but there are still some UK Super Deluxe box sets available to buy. So my question to you guys is that if Universal were to say we've made a mistake and the correct price in the UK is 1062, and people that have already paid it will get their refund or whatever, and then people can then go and buy it online for 1062, does that then put you back in the game? Is that £288 a big enough drop to persuade you to get that Super Deluxe box set? I'd be interested to hear that, so please tell me that down in the comments. I do read all your comments, and I will respond to them all. That is pretty much it from me. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye bye.